Good morning. It's November 11th, Monday, and I was asked to do a video on 1 acre properties below $330,000. Actually, below 300 grand, but I'm going to 330 because we can always offer 300. When I'm looking at land or vacant land or land with a home on it, I always recommend that we look in the non-flood zones, and I also recommend we look at paved roads. Non-paved roads mean future paving liens, and they're based on footage. So if you had 200 foot of frontage, you could have a very large paving lien, and you don't want to have to deal with that. Now, obviously, if we can't find the property that we're looking for, looking at unpaved road is a second option. But when I pull up agricultural, because my buyer is looking at animals, if you want to have it, with horses, you've got to have it zoned agricultural and at least 1 acre. We're coming up with 26 properties that are non-flood zones and that are on paved roads, and they're zoned agricultural. This is the cheapest property in the market right now. There's always a reason why it's the cheapest, but this is $149,000. It's been on the market for 3 days. Alexson, it looks worse on the outside than it does on the inside. This is 1.25 acres. And they've been working on it. It actually looks a lot better than they've updated the pictures, apparently. Spring Hill, single wide. Single wides are a challenge. 1970 is a challenge. If you should look at 1994 is the oldest property that is easily insured. So this is a 1985 single wide, so this is not going to be as attractive. Long Lake. I think this is this is a mobile home that got added onto. This is a 1971. It's a real challenge. Only one bathroom. 1986. So we're going to go forward. Okay, here we go. 1998, Drayton, real nice street. Tiny little mobile home. Built in 1998, 960 square feet. And this is 1.13 acres on a paved road. So this is arguably our first one, if it weren't so small. Bosley. Know it well. Bosley. Whoa. That's going to be a little challenge if you're looking for some cleared area. Oh, get some goats. Well, golly, I'll be honest with you. I hadn't seen this. 5 acres of high and dry property offers a great opportunity to build your dream home. There is a manufactured home on site that will need to be demolished. I hear they're demolishing homes right now for free if you do it before December 31st. I wonder if you could get away with it. And that's obviously for these flood homes, but I wonder if you could use that FEMA. We're in a presidential designated disaster zone, which clicks in a whole bunch of things that are good and bad. And one of them, the good things, is a 203H FHA loan, where if you're qualified for an FHA mortgage, you can get zero down on a 203H. And if you're a renter, you can get it, and you can go buy a house in Iowa or Idaho or Ohio, anywhere in the country. Anyway, this is off topic. This is only a 2-1 built in 1971. So I'm going to skip it. Jenkins, a 2002 for $240,000 with only one picture in 71 days, 2.32 acres. Why is there only one picture? The surrounding area features newly constructed homes between $600,000 and $1 million. So I guess they're assuming this one's going to be knocked down. And this is a 2.3 acres. All right, let's take this one, 17650. Let's take this as an opportunity to go to the Pasco appraiser site and view it there, because that's what this is, the kind of the owner's manual for every property out there. And if you're doing an analysis of property in Pasco County, you want to come up here to Pasco, PA, and you want to look at this. This is called the property card. And here we can get the hard information. And that is, it's 2.3 acres. It was built in 2002. It's 2,280 square feet. The tax assessed value of the building is $165,000. We can look at the map. Now, I know Jenkins. I've done business on Jenkins. We know it's paved. We know it's paved because this criteria includes only paved roads. And this is attractive to me. When I was mentioning unpaved roads, this lot right here is called a flag lot, and the frontage is very short. And the value to that is that if you were to have a paving lien on an unpaved road and it was a flag lot, it's only 25 feet. So I wouldn't be afraid to buy a flag lot on a dirt road. But obviously you're not going to buy anything if you're not in love with it. So I don't understand why this one hasn't got more pictures. It's hard to see. It looks like it's got a metal roof. And this might be an opportunity. They didn't put enough pictures on here to make this interesting. And it is only 2 bedrooms, but it's 2,280 square feet. Well, the 2280 double wide has a very large, you know what? This is a mistake. Let's see if this was ever listed before. This is a mistake, because the 2280 mobile homes are 3 or 4 bedrooms. So the question is, has this been listed before? And it has not. So I was hoping I could jump in there and find an old listing saying this was a 3 or 4 bedroom. This one is definitely one to put on the list because of the way that it was listed. It doesn't. There's no way this is only a 2 bedroom. The 2280 models are 3 or 4 bedrooms. All right, this was built in 1990. We're going to call it less attractive because it's not a 1994. This is a 1998 in Sherwood Forest. This has been on the market for 134 days. I know this property right here. I sold it years ago. You know, the challenge is it's a busy road, and you're on this blind curve. You know, people coming flying around this corner, and when you pull out, it's going to be a little challenging. But 134 days, motivated seller. I don't think it's priced for a motivated seller, but it is interesting. Hudson Avenue. Fancy Lane. Love the name. $277,000. Been on the market for 51 days. It's only got 1.5 bathrooms. But it is 2.15 acres. Oh. That's a block home. This is not a mobile home. This is a single-family home built in 1975 for $277,000. Well, this is less attractive because whenever you see these areas, you got to ponder what, and these are cypress, so this is likely wet. When they put this big green area here, it means that it was either too low to build. So the fact that this is over 2 acres, this is not as attractive. $279,000. Oh, I know. This is Alliance. I didn't even pay attention. Yeah, no, I know this property. This is a 5-bedroom with 1 acre. This is very, very attractively priced if you need 5 bedrooms. This is the best deal in the marketplace. And it is a 2001. Wow, Alliance is, all right, so we've got 2 properties that definitely are attractive. What's the acreage on this? This is 1.02 acres. Sheila Ann, 2015 home for $290,000 on 1.47 acres. It looks like it has a second structure. Is that right? It's 1.47 acres. In addition to the main residence, there's a second dwelling on the property. So what we want to do in this case is we want to jump on over to the property appraiser site and take a look at it. 14842. Sheila. This is exciting. So the question is, are there 2 property cards? And there are. Oh, this is a great teaching moment. So this particular property on the front is a 1974 with 822 square feet. And then the second property card shows it as a 2015 with 1,500 square feet. Wow, this is really, really exciting. So yeah, so we have 3 properties that we're excited about. Alliance, Akins, and Sheila Ann. You know what I didn't do is I didn't search by financing. This is a 4-bedroom home built in 2015 with a second property on it. Angus Valley. It's a great location, Angus Valley. If you zoom out a bit, you'll see that it's very close to 75, and it's very close to Wesley Chapel and 75. This is a great location, Angus Valley. Funny thing is, I don't remember seeing horses in Angus Valley, but I've done a bunch of deals in there. This is a 1998 for $294,000. For me, the Akins, Alliance, and Sheila Ann are better deals based on the price. This is a 2020 mobile home with 1,140 square feet. Wow, look at how tall that is. I am not familiar with this brand of apparently it's a single wide, 193 days on the market with a motivated seller. This is exactly 1 acre. Let's see where it is. Okay, that's East Road right there. So this is a pretty good location. This is high and dry. Media is one of those little dead-end streets off of East. This is Eden, down here is Eden. City Retreats, they're calling it. It's clothing optional. 2020, 1,100 square feet. Peace Boulevard, great address. What do we got here? This is a 2021 home for $299,000. 1,458 square feet. So this is very attractive, newer home. All right, Lancer, great address. We've got a frame house with a 2-car garage. It's only 2 bedrooms. 1985. The year that built isn't as critical on homes. Okay, Bosley. Bosley's a paved road. Does it come with that barn? 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 1.35. Okay, so here's one we want to definitely go ahead and look at it on the property appraiser. 16339 Bosley. We're very interested to see if it comes with that. Is that a stables? Because stables are magic. And we have to go back and look and see if that was zoned for horses. Okay, let's look at the map and see if those stables come with it, because I would definitely highlight the heck out of that if this was my listing. So that's a different property. Monteverde is a great address. Very, very expensive houses on Monteverde. This is a good area. This is a good area. Taxed at $188. The people paid $150,000 for it in 2022, and now they're asking $299. 2001. So I wouldn't put it up there with the 3 that I like. Sometimes it's a little slow when I'm recording. This is a 1973. It says it's a single family residence. Oh, that's a chimney. Nice metal roof, it looks like. Multi-level. Shag carpeting. I wonder if it's a block home. No, see, that's stucco is bad. That's one of the bad things on MLS is to say stucco when it's block. So the giveaways on block homes usually are the okay, this is a frame house. See how the window is flat? On frame houses, they're not flat. I mean, on block houses, they're not flat. On frame houses, they are. So the problem with this is that we have terrible termites in Pasco County, but this is 2.3 acres, so it is attractive because of the acreage, but $309,000. I think we can do better than that on a frame house. Dahlberg, built in 1977, 2 to 5 acres, but 3.87 acres. Runaway. Although I think that's a pool. Did I see it? Is this a pool? Is that a pool? Oh dear. Yeah, for $309,000, we probably can do better than this. Suncoast Highlands, manufactured home, 1996, 2.74 acres, single wide. Oh no, it's a double wide, I'm sorry. That angle made it look like a single wide, but I wouldn't be a $315,000 buyer in this criteria on that. I'd rather buy this one, a brand new 2025 home, which means it's going to be have all the new tie downs and the hurricane wind resistance requirements for this. This is a brand new home on a huge 1 acre lot. Perfect for storing your boat and RV. Pearlwood. This is very interesting, but 17660 Pearlwood. Let's take a look at that one. So they bought this lot for $40,000, and they put this home on there. And the building has a tax assessed value of $233,000. I would call this a spec home. So it backs up to this greenery, but it may not be an issue. Rogerland. Rogerland has some flood areas on it. If you've never done this, let me just use this as a teaching moment. There's this drop-down menu with layers, and when you get down here, you can pull up a whole lot of other items that will allow you to see more of the property in terms of its there's sinkhole subsidence. If you haven't ever looked at that, that's fascinating. Watch my sinkhole video. Okay, so what we want to do is go down to land form, because that'll give us the FEMA codes and the topographical map. So we can come here to this, click on land form, and it'll show you the like I said, there are flood areas on Rogerland, and this is it right here. Look at that. Right there is a real low spot. So Porsche Place, look at that. Look how close that is. But anyway, so this property is fine. Where are we at? We're on Pearlwood. Looks like it might be good. If you need usable space, we're going to have to walk the back of that property and make sure it's going to meet our buyer's objectives. This is $325,000, but it's only 960 square feet. It's only 1 acre, so I would definitely not be jumping on that. Now we're at $329,000, and our buyer was looking at $330,000. Obviously, we're not going to make them an offer of $329,000. We're going to make an offer of $300,000, which is our buyer's criteria. No flood zone, 2026. The problem is it's a 1994, and it's been on the market for a year and a month, and we are not interested in that one. All right, so what are some other tricks to look at other properties? First off, we're 22 minutes. Oh dear, that's way too long. All right, so one thing that we can do, we were in agricultural. We can go to estate residential, and there's only one property in estate residential, but estate residential has the same opportunity in terms of zone for horses. And look, they don't have zone for horses. Chicago's a pretty good address. There are some flood zones over there. Now this is it sure looks like this is a handyman special, and it's only 1,710 square feet. Properties on acreage, no flood zone, zoned ER, which means that it's not showing up under the search for agricultural. But if you new roof in 2023 with expired permit, you gotta wonder. $240,000. Let's look at this one. 12719. Forgot the street name. Chicago. Yeah, I love that street. But there is some flood area over there. So they've got this building taxed at $186,000. It's only 792 square feet of living area, but they're marketing it with 1,700 square feet. Expired permits, $240,000. And we saw they bought it for a song. So this is not attractive. This is not attractive. Maybe for $140,000. Okay, so now the question is, what else can we look at? Well, we can look at dirt roads just to see what's going on in dirt roads. And maybe we can find a flag lot where we're not going to have to deal with a very large paving lien. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to say not. And now we have no new properties. That's because we didn't do it right. Let's go with dirt and chip and seal and lime rock and gravel and other. And let's see what comes up. 1. I don't believe that. This is our our one house that we already looked at. Oh, we're still in estate residential. Forgive me, AR. 24 properties. Now there is a AG. Look, we got 2 properties that we didn't get from AR. Well, they're not. You got to wonder what those 2 properties are. Okay, Maggie Court. I looked at this one earlier, $149,000. And it says street paved. Let's go ahead and figure out why we have this coming up. Because I have not. So we have to change that to or. And we get 13 properties. So these are all going to have potential paving liens. $224,000 in Zephyr Hills. Handyman Special. Tony Terrace in the Highlands. We didn't look at this one, did we? $1994. Saddleback, $249,000. Deason, $250,000. Heather Park, Zephyr Hills. Let's skip Zephyr Hills for the moment. Although, look at that. Well, that's cool. Oh, I think I know this property. Yeah, look at that cutesy thing. The problem with this one is that it's a 1948 Mandrake with a garage attached. How much is this? $288,000. All right, well, obviously I could go on endlessly and stick in more different criteria. And what I really want to do is call it a day and wish you the best and have a good day. And call me if you want to talk about real estate.